Hey guys, welcome to Tars 37. I'm reviewing this, which is the Dark Knight Trilogy Movie Masters Premium Box Set. So really cool, really blessed. I ordered this online, and this came out a couple of years ago. I believe it came out in 2013. The figures themselves were released over the course of 2008 to 2012 for the different Dark Knight movies, and then they re-released them in 2013 after the series ended in a box set together, each from one movie. Pretty cool. And this was a Toys R Us exclusive at the time of its release. I do believe it eventually got released to some other places, as this doesn't have the Toys R Us sticker on it. Regardless, I don't really care about where it came from. I'm just happy as to where it is now. And we have the Dark Knight Trilogy up here. I think this line was kind of cool because even though most of these were pretty easy to get when the movies came out, I think it was kind of cool that they decided to release them all together. And we have Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises there. And The Dark Knight, not The Dark Knight, but Batman Begins itself was actually released around, I believe, this week, 15 years ago. So pretty cool to be reviewing this, The Dark Knight Trilogy up there. I actually rewatched the films recently, and they're pretty good, pretty enjoyable. I think they're the most realistic Batman we've ever seen, probably the overall best Batman film series. But we have a bio up here for Batman Begins. As you can see, it includes a poster from the movie, you have a bio from The Dark Knight and the movie logo, and we have a bio from The Dark Knight Rises. So yeah, let's open this up. And here we have the free Batman included. Now for accessories, the only accessory Batman gets that you can use is the broken cowl, which I'll show off in a little bit, but you do get some bases for them. You get this one for Batman Begins, and it actually has the Batman Begins movie logo on it. You get one for the Dark Knight, which again has the movie logo, and with the Dark Knight Rises, you get the same thing. And these are pretty cool. They're pretty common bases that we've seen Mattel use a couple times back when they produced DC figures. Something that I think is really nice about this box set is you get these envelopes with Batman Begins on it for Batman Begins, and basically you pull this envelope out and then boom, you have the Batman Begins movie poster. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. It's kind of laminated. It actually is pretty neat material. And what you do here is you just take the Batman Begins base and you just slide this in, and boom, you have the Batman Begins movie poster behind your Batman. So when you display Batman with this, you can have him standing behind it. I think this is pretty cool, and I definitely think that the Dark Knight Trilogy special place in a lot of collectors' hearts, so I like the idea of them giving you the movie base. Yeah, so I think that's pretty neat, and they did the same thing for the Dark Knight. I was kind of surprised about these envelopes, so I didn't realize that they came with that. And then you got the Dark Knight movie poster again. It's kind of laminated. It looks good. It's got the names of, or well, it doesn't have the names of the actors, but still, it's the movie poster that was released back in 2008, I believe. And last but certainly not least, The Dark Knight Rises. I feel like this movie kind of gets the worst out of all of them because it had to precede or succeed The Dark Knight. But I still think this is a pretty good Batman movie, and I absolutely love this poster. This is probably my favorite Batman movie poster, to be honest. And again, you just kind of put it on the base there, so you got a little display for him, which is cool. And you've got a little place for each respective Batman. So I think that's pretty neat. And yeah, starting on looking at the action figures really quickly. And I will say I like the envelopes. I kind of mentioned them at the start, but I think this is a kind of cool way, kind of like keep the cards if you don't want to display them with the cards. That way they don't get wrinkled. I think that's pretty neat that they put them in envelopes. But let's start off with the Batman Begins Batman, since he is the first in this series, and I think he looks pretty good. Obviously, this suit is different from the others, and I like how they kind of changed it, because in the movie, he needs a new suit, so they give him a new suit. Most times, like, superheroes show up in a new movie, they just have a new suit. So I liked how they worked him getting a new suit into the film, and obviously, this one's a little bit different. The Bat Emblem, I kind of like the Bat Emblem on this one a little bit better. Obviously, it's more of like a classic Bat suit, and the cowl itself kind of looks similar to the older movies than the kind of like upgraded armored look that they gave it, but regardless, it's pretty neat. I like the... My bad, had a little cough. I like the little details around the eyes, and how you can kind of see the makeup in there, kind of like how it looked in the movie a little bit. And you got the ears, which look pretty good. I like the indents on the mask itself, too, kind of like how they made it almost kind of look like it's a little bit of an eyebrow. I think that's pretty neat. The cape is made of rubber, but it looks pretty good. I like how it's bunched up, too. It does look accurate to the movie. I've heard complaints of it being a little too long or reaching the ground, but mine doesn't have that problem. The bat belt itself is pretty neat. It's got the little canisters on the side, which I love. It's got the silver and the gold, and I like the little tiny bat emblem there. And I like the detailings on the front of the suit. He's also got the bat wings on the side. I always like the little look of the bat wings in this film. And then